Shaka laka laka boom. Boom. 3, 2, 1. And we're live. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, Fabulites. This is Angela, and I've got questions for you. What opens with Shawnee's highlight being the waterfalls, and what closes with Jackie getting a beautiful gift that highlights when the waters were falling at Jackie and Ryan's marriage wedding. I wasn't prepared, obviously. But if you guessed or if you read or figured out it's Married at First Sight, you're correct. Thank you so much for clicking on the video and sticking around to see how we get from opening to closing. I'm Angela, and the channel is Be Fabulous You. Let us proceed with Married at First Sight, 11th hour. Did I say that already? Like, share, comment, subscribe, and all of those other wonderful things that you do. Thank you for the like. I appreciate it. Okay, so we're on day 51 of the marriage. It always cracks me up on this show how they are like, you know, and we'll be coming up on decision day. As if the people can't decide to get divorced after decision day. But anyway, I know it's for dramatic effect, but it just cracks me up every time they do it. Okay, so Shawnee's is talking about her highlight of the marriage is waterfalls. I guess Shawnee's and Jeffy are talking at the waterfalls when they were on their honeymoon. Remember when she had on that really cute strappy swimsuit? I think of shoes as strappy, but not swimsuits as strappy. She was really cute. That was a really cute swimsuit. I always wear two pieces. I don't think I've ever owned a one piece piece. Yay! I love that. Thank you. I get an audience to perform for. I don't think I've ever worn a one-piece swimsuit before. But I always see all these cute one-piece swimsuits, but I don't know. That's her highlight. And he said that his highlight is actually, hey, welcome on the chat. Thanks for the like. He said that his highlight is actually the second half of their trip to Vermont, which is their second honeymoon. Hey, Brianna Woods, welcome on the chat. I don't think I've ever met you before, or maybe I just forgot. And Bella has been trying to herd me downstairs, you know, for probably a half hour. I don't know why. She knows she's not allowed outside to run the streets wild like a banshee unless it's like after dark. What is she doing? But here she is fussing. Okay, so he said that if he had to make the decision about about, you know, whether they stay together or get divorced, after that bad part, you watch but never comment. Yay, I'm glad you commented today so I can welcome you in and we can vibrate. He said that Jeffy said that if he had to make the decision after they had the argument in the maze, the corn maze, that it would have been wrapped for him. He'd have wanted a divorce. Jeffy says that he is feeling good about the marriage. Jeffy is concerned, though. He's like, you know, what if it's 5 years in and we still don't love each other? And I was shocked because I'm like, that is very rude, sir, because you know that girl love you. You know that woman is in love with her some Jeffy. And I thought she was going to start crying and get a little feelings hurt because, you know, it's Shawnee's and everything. But she was just like, yeah, I don't know what we would do. So I guess she don't already love him either, which I guess is sort of reasonable because it's only been 7 weeks. But I'm like, dang, if you dating somebody and feeling them and it's 7 weeks in, you ain't having the pitter-patters and the, I don't know. It's been so long since I dated, I probably wouldn't know. But I think that in the 7-week, you know, period, that's when you be, you know, in that like giddy, you know. I don't know. But anyway, I do know. I don't understand. But okay, but it's good. I'm glad that they're still on the same page. So, Jonathan, we see Jonathan. He lets us know that after Dr. Pepper left, that Molly packed a bag and went to her mom's house. And they have both agreed that it's over. Molly, we see her meeting with her sister at the same time that Jonathan is meeting up with a friend of his. And, you know, in both of the conversations with the sister and the friend, I used to love dating them. My wife got so mad. I stopped. You was dating your wife. She should have loved that, sir. Okay, so they both agree and tell, their people that it's over, the marriage is over. They both want a divorce. 150 million% is done. It's over, a wrap. And I'm kind of confused, why is Molly not explaining to her sister what's really going on? Because I kind of feel like it's something really going on. But maybe it's not. I don't know. Maybe she just thinks that's normal behavior. But the way that it's edited and everything, it looks like to me, it's like there's something deep going on. And I'm thinking that Molly is going to be like, I just wasn't attracted to him. And I didn't really know how to say that because we were matched and we're supposed to be in love. And I really, really like him, but I wasn't really feeling him sexually. So I didn't know what to do. And then I was a little tipsy and the guy at the bar said something to me. And then before I knew it, I had exploded on him. And I've done it before and I feel so bad. But she just didn't have that story at all. So I'm kind of like, girl, what's your... I was concerned or confused or whatever. Ryan is having the Married at First Sight fellas over for a boys' night in at his place. And John, is joining. He's coming and he's saying that he feels like a loser. And he really doesn't want to tell the guys that it's over. He feels really bad about his marriage being over. Which I also think is really interesting because they've only known each other for 8 weeks and he didn't even choose her. The experts chose her. So I feel like it didn't work out. I mean, I don't know why he's feeling bad, but he's feeling bad. So Jonathan kind of hesitates, the fellas, everybody's talking about their second honeymoons and, this is what happened, sort of, kind of. And when Ryan asks, so how are things with you? Hey, Information Man Show, I love you too. So when Ryan asks, and he seems to always be the one probing Jonathan. Mr. O'Ryan, when Ryan asked Jonathan, well, what's up with you? How was your honeymoon? And he tells the guy, well, we're done. Molly and I have already decided that it's a no-go. It's a no for us. Then Jeffy is kind of laughing. He's like, this is really awkward. And he tells the guys about an argument that, he and Shawnice had and how he thought about ending their relationship then. And then Ryan is like, yeah, I know, it's good. I know a good relationship and I know a bad relationship and this relationship is bad. And I'm like, Mr. Ryan, how you know a good relationship? I've been down hard at work and some material. Okay. I'm like, how does he know a good relationship? I don't think Mr. Ryan would know a good relationship if it smacked him in the face. I don't know. His parents are married. They seem cool, but his whole vibe, I think I was kind of on the fence about Ryan from the beginning. And then somewhere along the way, within the last couple of weeks, it's a wrap for me and Ryan. I don't know what Ryan could do for me to I'm just like, ugh, I don't like Ryan. Ugh, I don't like Ryan. Ugh. I'm over him. So I'm like, he don't know good. It's probably, everything he says is probably going to get on my nerves. So I guess I have to disclose that. I don't know him, but I'm saying the character that he's played on TV, I don't know him to not like him. But Ryan is like, I've known good and bad relationships. And so, when we're on a bad path, no crying over Ryan. Ryan needs to shut up. He has no idea what he is doing in his relationship. Right. And when he went to see his parents, I thought he was going to get some guidance, feedback. But anyway, and then I was just thinking of this episode, which I just watched right now. I'm like, there's so much that's edited that we don't see, that we don't know. And so some of the stuff that doesn't make sense, in life, stuff don't make sense sometimes. But, I guess I feel like I usually have a theory about people. And I don't know, Ryan ain't no crying over Ryan. Ryan can't get it. He can't get a tear. He can't get a huh. That's all he can get from me. Okay. So he says when he's on a bad path, he lets her know, and then she gets really quiet. So she shuts down, and I'm like, yeah, she does shut down. And I really don't, I'd have been, cussed his behind. Not cussed his behind out, because I don't really do that, but it'd have been like, okay, good, bye, it's over. But I can see her personality and how she shuts down, and she really wants it to work. She just comes across as very sweet in the context of their relationship. So, if it ended with Jackie, he says he honestly wouldn't be heartbroken at all. And, you know, and he's like, well, why would I feel nothing, you know, if this is my wife? And Jeffy is like, well, I don't think it's fair to judge her, you know, after 7 weeks, because he probably go on and say something nasty about Jackie. I don't really remember. But, Jeffy is kind of like, well, I don't really think, you know, it's fair to like do what you're doing, man, he says in his interview. But he does ask Ryan, well, would you feel bad if you said, no, I don't want to stay married? And she said, right, yes, I want to stay married. And Ryan is like, no. And Jeffy is like, you wouldn't feel bad for her? And I'm like, he's a I don't know what the clinical term is, but why does he not have any feelings? Like, I was someplace the other day. Ryan, wife can do better than Ryan. Yeah, I was someplace the other day hanging out with people, kicking it, you know, flirting, chit-chatting, laughing, and somebody hit on me, and I'm kind of like, oh, and I felt kind of bad. I don't even know him. He seemed nice, but it's kind of like, I don't even know him. And I felt bad. You don't feel no way about the potential of hurting this woman's feelings when she's just so like it just seemed weird, like, and it seemed like him. Okay, so, and Jonathan, Jonathan is like, you know, Ryan is about as confused as Molly, and you know, something doesn't add up, and that's what I'm like, I don't know, yeah, something doesn't add up, and then Jeffy is like, well, we three, you know, are forever bonded, just like we are each bonded with our wives. Like, we've had this unique experience, you know, may we be friends forever or whatever, you know, forever, you know. Okay, so then we see the ladies at Shawnee's. They're doing the corollary of what the gentlemen are doing. So they're having a ladies' night in at Shawnee's place. It's Taco Tuesday. She has a theme and everything. She's got margarita mixes, you know, I don't know. Hey, Double Trouble. Welcome in. She's got margarita mixes. She seems like that woman who, like, she seems like a theme night kind of woman. I'm like, oh, it's Taco Tuesday. But anyway, their cute little dog is there and everything. So, and Molly is feeling like a complete failure. She's not looking forward to telling the wives that she and Jonathan have broken up. It was interesting to me to hear how much Molly and Jonathan's language mirrored one another. Like, it almost seemed like, are they reading the same script? Because I think it seemed like they almost used exactly the same. Oh, girl, hey! Well, let's hurry up on your lunch break. They're using almost the same language to, you know, describe how they feel about the thing. So Molly's behind is like, you know, she's being really quiet because she's hoping the ladies don't notice. And I'm like, girl, it's 3 of y'all. You don't think it's going to be like, so what's up? You know, you can't hide in a group of 3. Don't get caught. I know I'll try to be quiet. I'm just joking. I'm not going to just turn it down. Just turn it down. So anyway, Molly is feeling a way about telling the ladies what's going on. I guess it's always sad when a marriage or a relationship ends, to me, because you start with so much hope and, you know, but the whole Molly thing, I mean, I guess people can be weird, but I don't understand Molly and Ryan. I don't really understand. And when Molly does tell the women what happened, Shawnice is really shocked. Like, she's just like clutching her cowrie shells. I said I wanted an opportunity to say that. She's clutching her cowrie shells. She's just shocked and appalled. Like, genuinely, she really seems shocked. And it was interesting when the men had their conversation, when Jonathan disclosed what had happened between him and Molly, the fact that they had already separated before decision day, it was almost like a contagious vibe went through the group of men. Like, then they were all like, my marriage sucks, I want to get a divorce. Or, I mean, not like that high grade, but it was like the vibration shifted. And the same thing with the women. Like, I think they all started feeling really insecure about their marriages. And, you know, well, it's just 2 of them, but I think the other 2 women started to feel nervous, like, well, what's going to happen with me? You know, Molly doesn't really seem to understand her part in the demise of the marriage. Like, it's like she doesn't even know that she's tripping. So it's really confused. Can we just throw Molly away? I know. And I feel like I was rooting for her. I was like really in, you know, like a woman to woman way, I was really like, I can empathize with you. And I know it's not like, you know, the normal position to not, I know a lot of people are, I was just rooting for her being sexually more conservative and more like hesitant than, but I don't know. The couples are so vulnerable. It's interesting to see. I don't like Ryan. She comes in. So Molly comes in from the girls' night in, and she's trying to kiss her husband, Ryan, and he give her the cheek. Why are you giving me the cheek? She asks. Oh, because I don't want to get lipstick on it. He's very cold and dry with her. Did I tell y'all I don't like him? Yeah, I don't like him. And then, does Jackie even have on lipstick? And he at home. Why he care if he get lipstick on? Shut up. Just shut up, Ryan. Just shut up. And Jackie is like, yeah, let's talk. I feel really bad, especially for Molly. And Ryan is like, well, blah, 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 blah. How you say he makes your skin crawl, then plays the victim. Molly, right. Like, I mean, that whole way of talking to somebody just freaked me out. It was okay for her not having sex, but her reactions, well, I was starting to feel like listening to other people's reviews that they were like, she's cold, she should be having sex with him. He's attractive. He's this. There's something wrong with her for not having. And I'm kind of like, it's only, different people are different. Just, honor yourself, girl. Don't be rushing into nothing because, the people on the internet are telling you to rush into something, shit, but that whole, you make my skin crawl, you're disgusting. That's like, I don't even know. Who do you talk to like that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, she just tripped me out with that. That was a whole nother thing. Okay. So, Jackie is like, okay, so yeah, I was really sad about Molly. And then Ryan is like, yeah, well, Jeffy said that, we're all connected through this experience. And Jackie is like, huh? What, you mean you and Jeffy? And he's like, yeah, well, me and Jeffy, but me and you, no matter what happens, we'll always have Vegas. What's the real expression? We'll always have something. But, we'll always have, whatever. Oh. Who you gonna tell? You don't even know Baba. So, she's like, huh? I don't understand. And then she's like, oh, so you're still unsure about, what's going on. I didn't even know that you were on the fence. I thought, we were basically going forward with the marriage. If that's how you feel at this point, unsure, then what are we still doing? And Ryan is like, well, I'm concerned and, you should be too. And I don't really like that. And again, maybe it's just like, I don't like Ryan, so it's nothing he could say. But I'm like, don't tell me what I should be concerned about, sir. If you're concerned, then you're concerned. But don't tell me how I should feel or what I should be concerned about. I'm concerned about you. That's what I'm concerned about. So, yeah. And he's like, we fight every week. And when we have our fights, that's when I'm concerned. And if it's going to work, it's going to work. And I'm like, what grown person is in a relationship and is like, well, if it's going to work, it's going to work. Like, how you do a relationship like that? I don't understand what you're doing. And then Jackie is like, it won't work with that attitude. And I'm like, yeah. And then Ryan is like, well, what'll happen if something really important comes up, if we're arguing already? And I'm like, to me, it seemed like she was really trying to engage him and discuss things that were important to her. So is he saying that what's important to her is not important? And, until something, like, I don't, yuck. I'll be glad when this is over, because if I never see him again, it'll be too soon. I don't like watching him. I don't like him at all. I don't enjoy him. I don't feel empathy for him. I don't like him. Yeah, she's been talking about important stuff. And then Jackie says, she feels that their marriage is hanging by a thread. And I'm like, cut it, Jackie, cut it. Cut it and run, girl. Like, ew, yeah. Okay, so then we see Jonathan, and tell us how you really feel about him. I'm not telling. That wouldn't be polite. My mother always told me, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. So then Jonathan is telling her, he's on the phone, he's in the car, and he's telling her mom, and, I'm on the way, I'm going to get there. And he's, nervous about going. We throwing Ryan away too. So he's, he's going to see his mom. His mom doesn't know that Molly isn't in the car with him, even though he's like, yeah, I'll be there in 5 minutes or whatever. And then when he gets there, his mom is like really disappointed. She said she was expecting to see Molly. And then, we find out that his mom and Molly's mom text and have each other's numbers and everything, which the other mom ain't text you to tell you that the children broke up. So I know they ain't that close. You know what I mean? Because she'd already known if that was the case. And then she says she knows that he'll get over it. He was nervous as to whether she was going to be on his side. And, they joke about him being homeless and unemployed and finding a place. Well, the good part about being homeless and unemployed is that the options are endless about where I can go. And it's like, yeah, he has a good attitude. I like that aspect of it, of him, And then, he's saying how he was concerned. He's glad that his mother didn't switch teams. And I'm like, yeah, I'm glad too. Because if your mom switched teams after 8 weeks or 7 weeks, good evening, Bonafide 1970. If your mama switch teams after 7 weeks, you got bigger problems than Molly. Because shoot, even if my child murdered somebody, I don't know how I would just be like, well, forget it. You're just on your own, child. I'm on the side. I feel bad. But I mean, it's like your mama ain't going to, most people's mamas are not going to switch teams. Don't even worry about that. So then Molly, I'm still processing the fact that she's mad that Jonathan taped her demeaning him, but she's not mad that she said that you disgust me and that you make my skin crawl. And she's not even embarrassed that she was caught on tape saying that. Yay! She's not even embarrassed that she was caught on tape saying that she, that she was disgusting and he made her skin crawl. So I'm like, well, what kind of person is she? She just I guess that's just like her normal way of communicating. And I don't know. I don't know. That's not very friendly. That's not very friendly. So I'm processing. So then we see Molly and Jackie talking. Jackie has gone over to Molly's to try to get comfort and processing because of her encounter with, what's the child's name? With her husband, who's like, I don't know about you. I don't know if we together or not. I don't know. So Ryan, so Molly is surprised that Jonathan doesn't seem to give. Molly has texted Jonathan and he hasn't responded. And she's surprised that he doesn't seem to give a skit about her. And it's kind of like interesting because that's how Ryan feels about Jackie, at least the way he expressed it. How Molly seems to feel about John, like kind of dry, like they don't care, like, oh, well. And then we see Jackie telling Molly about Ryan. And then Jackie is like, Molly's right. I shouldn't have to convince Ryan to want to stay married to me. And I agree. And then, something in that conversation made me question, like she said that Jonathan is like, you ruined my life. Now, it is true, according to what Jonathan told us, that he did quit his job because his job did not want him to be on the show. So, Yapo, Don Trellius, Frankington, DeWario, Devontae Jones, Yapo. Yes. That's pretty good. Peace, Rottweiler. So it is true that he did quit his job to be with her, but I think that ruined my life. That seems sort of extreme to me. Like, you made a choice. You're a grown-butted man. Like, now you can't be calling that somebody ruined your life. Now that seems above and beyond for 8 weeks, and it's an experiment, and you made a decision. So I'm like, maybe he's got a touch of the abusiveness in him too. You know what I mean? I just kind of made me kind of like question, how did you find out my whole name? She solved the puzzle. It's that je ne sais quoi, that spiritual connection. So anyway, I just had that question. Jackie is like so she shouldn't have. So then we're at Jeffy and Shanice, and they have no idea whatsoever. Oh, Jeffy and Shanice are arguing, and I'm kind of like trying to figure out exactly what's going on. There's something. Shanice is in the car. Jeffy gets in the car. His jaws are really tight. It's kind of like some argument because I guess last night she said that she was going to drive to wherever they were going. Then this morning she was gonna drive and they were gonna go in her car. And now she's saying she changed, he said, and he don't know about people who change, and said, well, I need gas and I need an oil change, so maybe we should go in your car, or asked, and that just like was really disturbing and upsetting. I couldn't really figure out what was going on. And then it's like, maybe it's just some manufactured drama for the TV. Like maybe the producers are like, y'all have an argument. Because I'm kind of like, I don't understand. Like, is he really like, yeah, I didn't really understand. So anyway, it's not what you, Jeffy is like, well, it's not what you say, but it's how you said it. And then Shanice is like, well, how did I say it? And then he's like, doesn't say anything. And so I'm kind of like, I don't understand. And then, one of the experts is like, I think it's manufactured too. Okay, yeah. And then one of the experts is like, conflict is normal, but conflict is not good if there's no compromise and discussion. Yeah. So then Shanice and Jeffy, next thing we know, they laughing and joking. She seems really good at like diffusing tension. I don't know if it's just their chemistry or like if she's really skilled at it. Because I mean, I know in my first marriage, it seemed like, something would happen and then it would be like, we would just like, he would push me and I would push him. And then it would be like, not literally push it, but it was just like the tension would like never diffuse. And like with my second husband, it just seemed like I'd be like, and he'd just like laugh, like he wouldn't engage. And so it was like, I could never like get a good argument going. And I'm like, dang, why am I trying to get an argument? But it was just like, he just had a gift for diffusing. And I see that with him, he's got obatala. His head is cool. And you see that in other circumstances too. Like where I'm like flaring up. You like, man, although sometimes I need a rich blind man to marry me at first sight. That's pretty good. Rich, nearly dead. So anyway, Shanice and Jeffy are laughing and joking, which is good to see. We're rooting for them. And then Ryan and Jackie, we're back to Ryan and Jackie. Oh, I think he gave her, I don't know, maybe. Okay, so we're back at Ryan and Jackie. Did Jeffy give Shanice a gift? Somehow I thought Jeffy had given Shanice a gift, but maybe not. I don't remember. So then, and I didn't write it down. Then we're back at Ryan and Jackie. And the theory is that Jackie's theory is that Ryan is acting, not him, because decision day is coming up and, the pressure and the tension, which I guess in theory is normal. But I'm just like, ew, I don't like him and I don't like not him. So he could just act his behind on off the stage, exit stage left quickly. Quickly, hurry up, get off stage left. But he has gotten her a gift. It's very sweet and sentimental. Oh. Oh. He's gotten her a gift. It's like wet flowers from their wedding day that he's had pressed and molded into a necklace or something. And she's really touched. I wonder if that's truly what it is, or he might just be the kind of person who talks and lies, or maybe I just don't trust him. But that's how we leave it. So we have the plenty of we just don't know. And then they even kind of tease for next week, which I think is good TV. Maybe they like, we're left not knowing exactly what's going to happen with the couples. Are they going to, like we think Shanice and Jeffy, that's pretty much a go. We going to see them, 20 years from now still together, right? And your husband is cheating on us. Oh, did I miss it this week? Just saying, maybe, who knows? you know, sometimes I was telling somebody, oh, so we think that Shawnice and Jeffy are definite go. We think that Molly and Jonathan are a definite no. And we think that Ryan and Jackie are a, I don't know. But, you know, they teased us enough with each of them that we really don't know. Okay, so that's it for the review recap. So, Bonafide 1970, I have this friend that I knew from years of being part of an organization, and we talked on the phone. This was like before face-to-face, so we were like conference call. You know, we were on conference calls, and we had a whole relationship. And we were friends, but when I met her face-to-face, it was like something was like our chemistry, something was like very different. You know, like it's kind of like, there's something to be said for thinking that you know people and you can vibe people through the TV or through, you know, but you don't really, you know, you could be crazy. I could be crazy. It could be crazy good, crazy bad. You never know. You know, it's just like, that's the thing. You know, you don't know, you know? So, yeah. But I don't know. So I'm excited to see, you know, I'm kind of excited to see what happens next week, but I think I'm more excited because when did they stop you, right? You don't know. Because even people who, like, that's like when I was dating, and I truly did love to date when I was single. When I was dating, it would be people who I would go out with, and I'm like, ooh, and then they never call me again. And people I go out with, and I'm like, ooh. And then they call me again. Like, you don't know what, you know, there's no accounting for taste. So I'm excited to see what's going to happen next week. But I really want to know, like, what's going on now. And I just really want Shawnice and Jeffy to be together in 20 years. Somebody's ringing the bell. So, dang, we've been here for a half hour. I have my mother upstairs looking for, what was the movie I had her checking? Oh, My Best Friend's Wedding, Mr. Iyapo. So that's what I got. Thank you so much for stopping in and being patient. And yeah, I guess if I missed the show, it was such a crazy week. I thought this was the only thing I missed. So let me go try to figure out what else I missed. Oh, the Friday night show. Oh, I don't know. Let me figure out what I missed. So yeah, I'm gonna catch up. Next movie, Iyapo. Oh, you had an idea of what's being talked about is relationships. So let me get off here. So like, share, comment, subscribe. Today is the best day ever, and you are the greatest. Be you. Be fabulous. Be fabulous, you. Yay. Peace. 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 Enjoy. I'm glad. Thank you for spending your lunch break with me, 777 Trouble. And have fun writing your paper, Iyapo. Thank you, Sonia. I have to go back so we'll know Iyapo's real name. I got to write it down now that you figured out the mystery. Peace, y'all. Peace. Peace and blessings.